They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
On 53. 22. 22.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now Keenum opting to back away from the line as he's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Keenum. Looking deep for Demaryius. And the defense loses him. It's complete. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, 78 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return will stop right around the 25. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw, Keenum. And he's got Hireman. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Hey, yo,
On second down, Freeman. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Derek Nottie makes the tackle. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the 2 guards, and make it difficult if you even want.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Chris Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And McManus able to put it through, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Shedding through the defense. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, there's a bunch of pressure that time on 3rd down. They nearly got him. Probably should have gotten him, but he's able to escape the pocket. But unfortunately, by then, that play had already broken down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
That one goes for 36 yards.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
Hey, 52. Get hot. We're good. Stand down.
On 1st down, Keenum. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. He's going to take another. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes our score 17-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.